Hello.
Good,
Good
good afternoon.
afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. How are you,
Good
everyone?
evening, sir.
Fine.
Yeah. What is our last topic that we have discussed?
Accuracy and precision.
Accuracy. Yeah. What is accuracy?
So,
So it
how
refers
closely a
how
measured value agrees with true value?
Okay.
agrees with
I will
the
write one of the question where accuracy is there and where is the what is that precision. Okay. Once you have to find. Actually, original value is 5. 5.5 or 5 point yeah 5.5 is the original value. Okay. Okay, 5. Take 5. 5 centimeters. 5 centimeter is the original value. Now I am writing some values. So where is more accuracy and where is more precision? You have to find. Okay, let's see. 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 6.1, 6.11, 6.12, 6.13. So where is the accuracy and where is precision?
So, most accuracy is in 5.1.
Yeah, more accuracy is in this side, right? Side A and
Yes,
side
sir.
B. Take like that. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Side A is more
Accuracy.
accurate.
What about precision?
side B
Six.
is more precise.
No.
Side B.
Side B is more precise.
Why? Side A. What is precision?
Sir, precision refers to what limit the given physical quantity can be measured.
Okay, and one more definition also we have written.
How
Precision.
Yes,
close
sir.
the
How
difference
How
close?
Closeness
close
between
values are.
different values of
Yes, right?
same
the
quantity.
quantity.
Yeah, closeness between two different quantities, two different values. Here, what is the difference between these two values?
0.1.
Here, 0.1, right?
Yes, sir.
Here, how much difference between these two values?
0.01.
1.
0.01, right?
Yes, sir.
So, and wherever you are taking here 0.01, very less difference is there between the two measured values. But here there is a, when you are comparing with B side, A side is more difference is there, right?
Yes, sir.
So here more precision is there. Here more accuracy is there. So remember like that. Precision, mostly you have to remember the second definition. It will be very helpful. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, good. Now, error. I think we have discussed about error also. What is error? We know error, right? It's nothing but mistake.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's see. I will give you one physical quantity. That physical quantity is 5 kgs actually. Actually, that physical quantity is 5 kgs. But when I'm measuring, I got 4.9 kg. So is there any error there?
No, sir. It's very small
So, but
difference.
some error is there, right? Some
Yes,
of the,
sir.
it's not exact value, right? Some error is there. So error, either small or big error is error, right? So there is error. So what is the error? See, error formula I'm giving right clearly. Error equal to true value minus measured value. So what is the error here now? 0 point?
1.
Yes, like that. So it is the error formula. Remember, if you want error definition, the error is the measurement of physical quantity is the difference between true value and measured value. That is called error. So definition, in the form of definition also you can write. Error is the difference between true value and measured value. It's called error in the type of
Excuse me,
formula.
sir.
Tell me, ma.
Sir, suppose the weight is 4.9 original weight, and when we measure it, 4.9 is original weight. When we measure it, we get 5.
5.
So the error
Error.
is minus 0.1.
Yes, error. That is also one of the error. So errors types are there. Now I'm going to give types. That time you can understand how many types of errors are there. So negative errors are there, positive errors also are there. Okay. Error is nothing but some mistake. See once, types of errors now. Error analysis. Error analysis. So types of errors we can say. One is systematic error. Random error. Systematic error, or we can say that random error. Random error or systematic error. There are two types of errors. Errors two types. One is systematic error. Second one is random error. Systematic error. A side heading, if you want to write what is the systematic error, write that the error which occur the error which occurs according to definite pattern. Definite pattern is known as systematic error. Systematic error. Again, systematic errors are two types. Sorry, three types. We know error. Error definition we know. We know the formula also. After errors, two types. One is systematic error. Second one is random error. Systematic error, the error which occurs according to the definite pattern. So that is called systematic error. So systematic error, reason we know. What is the reason it is occurring? We know that. And we can resolve also this error. Okay. Here there is no any reason to occur. We can't remove, but we can reduce in the random error. I will tell you when I'm discussing about random error, I will tell you. Deepika? Deepika? Srinidhi?
Yes, sir.
What is systematic error?
The error which occurs
So there is a reason.
according to a definite pattern.
Yeah. So you say that we know cause. Okay. So to occur this error, there is a reason. We know cause. Why it is occurring. We know cause. We know cause. Why it is occurring. And we can remove also. We can remove this error. We can remove.
So means we can solve it.
We can solve it. So
Yeah.
when it is occurring that error, we can find why it is occurring and how we can remove also that.
We can rectify it.
We can rectify. If we know cause, so we can resolve that. If we don't know cause, we can't do anything with that. So cause unknown. Why this is occurring, we don't know. Cause unknown. We can't remove this actually. We can't rectify that. We can't remove this. But we can reduce.
So we should write it.
It is better, no? So you will get some idea. What is the
Yes,
systematic error? Systematic error, it is nothing but we know the cause why it is occurring and we can rectify even. Random error, we don't know the cause. So we can't rectify this. We can't remove this, but we can reduce this. How we can
Yes,
reduce also, I will tell you. Okay. So that is the types of errors. Now,
so can you give a few examples of systematic errors and random errors?
yeah, I will give you because systematic errors, again, three types of errors. In the
Sir?
times you can get.
Sir,
Ashish.
So systematic error only that much. So we can start with random error.
So just write this as a flow chart. Write flow chart.
So one more.
So
Write
I
it.
wrote it as definition. I wrote only the first two part. That only
Okay.
that flow chart.
Don't
I
write random error. Write about total systematic error only. When I'm telling about random error, I will tell you that. Okay.
wrote. Okay, sir.
Yeah. So again, the systematic errors are three types. One is instrumental error. We know instrumental error. You can understand now. Systematic errors, instrumental errors. That means
Errors which are made with an instrument.
so whenever you are measuring, suppose you are measuring with some
Weighing balance.
weighing balance. In that there will be some error, right?
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
when you are measuring with scale, if that scale is not proper, so there will be an error. So due to the instrument that these errors caused due to the faulty design. If you want to write instrumental error, you can write. See one instrumental error. Write in the notes clearly about systematic errors. Systematic errors are three types. First type, the three types. Second one is personal error.
So 3 types or 2 types?
Three types. Third one is natural errors. Systematic errors, we know it occurs due to definite cause. We know that cause and we can remove this. So again, systematic errors are three types. One is instrumental errors, second one is personal errors, and third one is natural errors. So now we are going to discuss one by one. What is the instrumental error? Definition for that. Did you write that, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. First one is instrumental error, right?
Yes, sir.
Instrumental error.
Sir, I got disconnected. So what did we do now?
What did you write last?
I wrote error analysis has two types, systematic and random.
That's all, right?
Yes.
Again, random errors are three types.
Okay.
One is instrumental error. Aditya,
So systematic error is 3 types, right?
yes.
Okay, you told random, that's why.
No, systematic errors are three types. Aditya, say that. Three types.
Hello. Is it working?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Second one is personal errors.
Personal.
Yes, personal errors.
Okay.
Third one, natural errors.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay,
So after this, we have to write.
we have to write
now.
what is the instrumental error.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
The error caused due to faulty design. Measuring instrument. Okay, this error caused due to the faulty design. So when they are designing that, there is some error. You can see the simple pendulum. To calculate that, we will use stopwatch. In the stopwatches also some of the errors will be there. Personal error. The error in the measurement of physical quantity physical quantities due to the carelessness of an observer.
So this error is like weighing groceries in shops like that. Personal error.
Personal errors you can understand. Suppose sometimes what we will do, we know what is the exact value when we are measuring. Suppose length of this marker, when we are measuring, we will measure with scale, we know, but we don't take the proper value.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
so
okay.
that is called
Sometimes
what?
we round off the values.
Yes,
Okay.
we know, but we don't say. Suppose time, we know what is the time now. If I ask you, you won't say exact time, you will say some yeah, 4 o'clock, but
Yes, sir.
4:20 you will say, but there is no that is not correct actually. 4:23 or 4:22, right? But you will
Okay.
say
Yes, sir.
4:20.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, not like this. So that is, we are making mistake that.
Okay.
So these errors due to what?
Our own carelessness.
Of course.
Yes, carelessness.
One is faulty machine, another is faulty mind.
Yes, faulty mind. Good. And third one, natural errors. Natural errors. The errors due to the change in conditions. Change in conditions.
So is it like temperature?
We know, yes.
Okay.
In seventh class, I think you have studied like melting point. Melting point of
Yes,
ice.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? That melting point of ice actually, what is how many degrees centigrade?
0.
0 degrees centigrade, right? At normal,
Room temperature.
but if you change that conditions, what will happen if you raise the temperature more? So melting point, pressure, if you increase the pressure, melting point changes. So conditions will change. If the pressure changes due to some reason, then melting points also will increase. Melting point of ice increases. Okay. Now tell me, what is the systematic error?
Error
The
which occurs in definite pattern.
according to
Yes.
definite pattern.
Can you remove the systematic errors?
We can rectify
sir.
it.
Yeah, we can rectify, right?
Yes, sir.
How many types of systematic errors are there?
Three types.
One
Three
is
types.
Instrumental
Error,
Well, reasonable
natural
and
error,
natural
and
error.
personal
yes.
error.
Yes, good. What is random error?
so no definitive
Errors
pattern.
which
We can't
causes random
remove it. We can reduce it.
and
Yeah, we
happening
can't
in
remove, but we
different.
can reduce. How can we reduce? I will tell you. Let's see. Random error. Due to
So,
unknown reasons.
so what did we write for natural error? There's some issue.
The errors arise due to change in the conditions of environment. Environmental
sir.
conditions, if it is change, temperature changes, pressure changes, then that errors occurs.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Random errors arise due to unknown reasons. We don't know the reasons. Sometimes it is also called chance errors, means errors can occur. Suppose sometimes how much ever we will take care, even though we will make small mistake, right? It can occur.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like that. So we can't remove these errors, but we can reduce. How can we reduce? By taking the number of observations, large number of observations. Suppose 5 it is actually 5 centimeters. One time you have taken 4.9, you got, second time you got 4.1, after you got 4.6, something 4.5, like that you are taking, you are getting the values. So you have to take number of, one more 4.7 I have taken again next. Then you have to take mean value, 1 2 3 4 5, so by 5. If you take this mean value, then you can reduce that. You can reduce the random error by taking number of observations and make do mean, calculate mean, then you will get that. So formula, right, for this, take number of observations like x1 one observation, x2 one observation, x3 one observation, x4 one observation by 4, so mean value, x mean. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is nothing, we can say that accurate value. It is only when we are doing this mean, we will get the value, right? That value is called accurate value. Accurate value. Accurate value is nothing but x mean, or we can represent with the x bar. Accurate, we will get the near value to the true value. Accuracy, we know that. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Finally, how many types of errors are there?
2.
One
Basically, the systematic error,
Systematic error and random error.
random error.
is systematic errors. How many types?
3 types.
3.
One is
Instrumental, personal, and natural.
systematic errors. Can we remove? Can we rectify
Yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Is
sir.
there any reason to occur systematic errors?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, there
Yes,
is a reason. That reason also we know that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now, when you are measuring some of the value, you are getting 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, and 5.0. Like that, you are getting the value. Suppose, okay, error. Some error is there. Now, if you want to get accurate value, what you have to do? So it is what? Which error? Which error it is? Random, right?
Random error.
Randomly you are getting. So if you want to reduce that error, what you have to do?
Sir, you have to add and divide by 4.
By 4.
Do that.
Yes, sir.
So then you what? Then what you will get? Accurate value, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
5
sir.
point something. 5 point.
Okay, do that. 5.1 plus 5.2 plus 5.3 plus 5.0 by
So 5.15.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, sir. 5.15.
5.15. Right?
5.1.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So that is called accurate value, right?
Yes, sir.
Now see, absolute error. One more. Absolute error. Absolute error. It is the error formula we are going to give. See once how to get this absolute error. Original value, like it is what? Absolute accurate value. Accurate value how much? 5.15 minus 5.1. You will get one value. 5.15 minus 5.2. You will get one more value. 5.15 minus 5.3. You will get one more value. So these errors are called absolute errors. So it is the mean value, right? It is the mean value and it is observed value. Mean value and value of quantity measured in observations. So x bar minus x. That is nothing but absolute error. Delta is nothing but change. What is the change? The change is absolute error is equal to mean value minus observed value.
Observed value.
Yes, write the formula. Absolute error. Keep heading and write this formula. In this formula, what is x bar you have to write and what is x you have to write. What is x bar there?
Mean value.
Yes, mean value or accurate value, right?
Yes, sir.
What is x there?
The observed value.
Observed
Yes.
value.
Observed value.
Yes, observed value. So if you get this, then you will get a absolute error. Here, how much absolute error? Here, what is the absolute error?
0.4.
0.15.
0.05,
5.
not 15, right? Here, how much will you get?
Minus
Minus
0.05.
0.05.
Here,
Minus
Minus 0.
1.15.
15, right? See, don't worry. Absolute errors can be positive or negative. No problem. Absolute errors can be positive or negative. Starting of the class, somebody asked, sorry, if we get suppose negative, so what will happen? No problem. Absolute errors can be positive or negative. right?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand accurate value? Accurate value, what we have to do? 5.1, 5.2, 5.3. These are the errors, random errors. Now, if you want to get accurate value, then we have to take mean. Once if we take mean, so that mean value we got 5.15. Okay. Next, accurate, right? Accurate value. After absolute error. Absolute error is the error. It is the difference between the mean value minus observed value. Then you will get the absolute error. It is one absolute error, second absolute error, and third absolute error. Absolute error can be positive or negative. And 5.15 minus 5.0. How much will you get?
0.15.
0.15.
0.15. It is delta x1. It is delta x2. It is delta x3, right? It is delta x4 because absolute error denoted with the delta x, right? So first value is delta x1, second value delta x2, third value delta x3, fourth value delta x4, right?
So what is the formula for error that you
E-
were telling me?
Error formula, absolute error formula.
Yes, sir. I mean,
Absolute error is denoted with letter delta x bar. So absolute
okay.
error is equal to mean value
Okay.
minus observed value.
Observed value.
The
Okay.
mean value that we know. Accurate value is also called mean value.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, yes. So when we are doing this mean, we got 5.15. After we got this. Now, don't give bar, okay? Let's delta x is equal to x bar minus x. Now, look at this. So absolute error can be positive or negative. Now you have to do this. Mean, one more. Mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. What is the mean absolute error? Mean absolute error means denoted with the delta x bar equal to delta x1 plus delta x2. See once here, what I'm taking? I'm taking magnitude. No need to take negative. If we get negative value, even though you have to make it as a positive, add that plus delta x3 plus delta x4 by 4. You got negative, no problem. That negative also make it as a positive and add, take it as a mean. That is called mean absolute error. Aditya,
Yes, sir.
did you understand that?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Deepika,
Yes, sir.
did you understand, ma? Or any
Yes,
doubt?
sir. No, sir, I understand.
Yeah, Srinidhi?
Yes, I understood.
Yeah. Okay. Now calculate how much will you get mean absolute error?
0.1.
0.05 plus 0.05 plus 0.15 plus 0.15.
Sir, minus 0.15 and minus 0.05.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, that's what I'm telling. If you get a negative, even though you have to make it as a positive, and
Okay.
add. That is called mean absolute error. So if you get negative, don't subtract, add that. So remember that point, because whenever I'm writing like
Sir, 0.1.
0.1, very good. Good, ma. Somebody told already, right? Understand clearly mean absolute error? In the absolute error, if we get negative values, even though you have to make that as a positive, add that and make it and take mean. That is called mean absolute error. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the absolute error formula?
So mean value minus observed value.
Mean value and minus.
Observed value.
Yeah. So mean value, how much we got? X bar is equal to 5.15, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolute error,
0. Oh, yeah.
mean absolute error, how much we got?
0.1.
0.1.
0.1, right?
0.1.
Yeah, 0.1. So you can write that, you can represent X bar plus or minus delta X bar. Value you can represent X bar plus or minus delta X bar. X bar is 5.15 plus or minus 0.1. You can represent like that. Value you can represent in that type. It is nothing but value. It is mean value and mean absolute error. So mean value plus or minus mean absolute value, then it gives the original value. You can represent the value x is equal to X bar plus or minus delta X bar.
So done.
Yes, done.
Just 1 minute. Ink. Next, relative error, or in some books you can see fractional errors.
So third type of error.
Yeah. First one, what? How to represent errors? First error is mean error. After, absolute error. Third one, mean absolute error. Fourth one, it is not fourth. Fourth one, relative error, or it is also called fractional error. Delta X bar. What is this? What is the meaning of this?
Absolute.
Value minus observed value.
So, what is the name?
Absolute value. Error. Absolute
Absolute
error.
or mean absolute? Absolute
Absolute.
error is delta X. Mean absolute error is we have to give bar. And this one,
Mean value.
mean value, right? It is mean value. It is mean absolute error. The ratio of these two we will call as a relative error, or we can say it is looking like a fractional. So fractional errors also. Understand?
So,
So just a second.
Tell me.
that S kind of thing is
Delta.
symbol for fractional error.
Yes, symbol for fractional error or relative error, that is called delta. Even though it is also delta, we will call it is also delta.
So triangle and S.
Not triangle and S. It is also called delta. It is also called delta, but here
Okay.
S write like this
Okay.
and write X. Okay.
Done, sir.
Yeah. One more, last and final. Percentage error. Delta X bar by X bar into 100. Percentage error. Delta X bar by X bar into 100. That's called percentage error.
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me, ma.
The first one was mean error, right?
First one is mean error, right? First one is
Yes,
mean
sir.
error. That is X bar, right?
Yes.
Second,
No. Yeah, yes, sir.
yeah, mean. When you are
Yes, sir.
so mean means we can understand bar. Okay, next one.
Absolute error.
Next one is absolute error. That is delta X, right?
Delta X.
Next
Then
one.
the third one is mean absolute error.
That means we have to write like
Delta
this.
and bar. Yeah.
Yes. So mean, when we are talking about mean, remember this. Next.
Yes, sir.
Next
Then
one.
it's a relative error.
Relative error. Next one. Percentage.
Percentage error.
Yes. Done.
Yes, sir.
Now one question that you have to solve.
Just a second.
Yeah, yeah.
So when we are writing the relative error, we are supposed to put that S kind of delta symbol and the value, or
Yes.
what that X.
Otherwise, yes. Otherwise, write relative error equal to value.
Okay.
How much you are getting. Otherwise, if it is very difficult to write every time, mention this and equal to some value like that.
Yes, sir.
These are the symbols. Okay, can I give you a question?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So we should write the question, right?
Yeah, question you have to write. And when you are suppose when we are going to conduct exam or once again, if you go to we will go to second lesson. That time, if you want to revise once what is going, then you have to write everything. That is the reason. Write each and everything. Whatever I'm writing on the board, write in your notes. Then you will get idea. Let's see. First problem on that. The diameter of a thin wire.
So we should write this question also.
Yes. Measured with screw gauge in successive measurements. The value of the diameter. The values of the diameter of the wire are 2.04 meters millimeters, 2.06 millimeters, 2.08 millimeters, 2.07 millimeters, and 2.05 millimeter. Find question now. Find first question. Average diameter of a second. Absolute error. Third. Mean.
Sir,
Tell me, ma.
sir, when solving problems like this, should we write the formula?
Otherwise, how will you do now?
No, we have to write the formula, right?
Yes.
Before. Okay.
Yes. It is better. You have to write the formula. Everyone knows about formulas, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir. And after completion of the first lesson, I will tell you lesson completed. Then in the last page, you have to write how many formulas you got in this lesson. All formulas you have to write in the page. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Suppose
Yes,
when you are
sir.
solving problems, every time you don't need to read the, you know, to revise all the topics. Just if you know the formula, you can solve the sum, right? That's right. Whatever formulas you learned, all formulas will come in this question.
So we can start.
Yes, you can start now. If you write question, tell me, because I will erase that question. One question for homework. If you complete that, tell me,
Yes, sir.
because I will write. Then you have to try to solve that sum. I will write homework question.
Yes, sir. Done.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Even I wrote the question.
Yeah. Rajeshri,
Yes, sir.
did you write that?
Yes, sir. I already done.
Did you understand the today's topic?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tanya,
Yes, sir.
very low, poor network, I think. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand today whatever I said?
So you can't hear me?
Yeah. Now can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello. Dapin. Can I?
Yes, sir.
So that part is not visible.
Okay, okay. Sorry, repetition. Repetition the measurements of a certain physical quantity in experiment gave the following. Give the following values. One 1.29, 1.33, 1.34, 1.35, 1.32, 1.36, 1.30, and 1.33.
Done, sir.
Yeah, first question. What is the answer? Mean how much we average value? How much you got?
So 2.6.
2.06. 2.06, sir.
2.0.
Sir, I got 2.6.
No, wrong. 2.06 is correct. Millimeter. Check once. 0.26. 2.06. Next, absolute error. How much you got? Absolute error. How many values you will get?
4
1,
values.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, before, right? Before question is
5 values.
1,
5 values.
2, 3,
5.
5 values you will get. First value, how much you got?
0.02,
Very good.
0,
Yes.
minus 0.02,
Very good.
minus 0.01,
Yes.
0.01,
Yes. And mean absolute error, how much you got?
0.12,
0.12.
0.012, sorry.
Yes, 0.012 will get. Relative error, how much you got? Relative error. What is the formula for relative error?
Mean absolute error divided by mean.
Yes. You can take X
Sir,
bar or D bar or
what is the second question? I mean, you just gave values. What is the base?
absolute
Okay.
error.
What is the absolute error?
Absolute error. What is the formula for absolute error?
No, I'm asking the second question, which is homework.
Here, right? So, same. Average value.
We have to find same
Yes,
things.
average value, absolute error, mean error, relative error, percentage error.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So relative error, I got approximately 0.058. 0058, sorry.
Relative error 0.00.
0058.
Correct.
Sir, what was the mean absolute error?
Delta x bar equal to delta x1 plus delta x2.
No, sir, not this. I asked what was the value they got.
How much you got my mean absolute error?
I got 0.012.
0.012, right? Correct.
Okay.
and only percentage error.
So 0.58 percentage.
0.58.
58.
Yeah, 58%. Correct. Over. So same do tomorrow. Okay, now see one more small topic. Just I'm going to write some things.
Sir,
Now tell me, ma.
so relative error is delta x by x, no? Delta x bar by x.
Delta x bar by x bar.
Okay, sir.
Delta x bar by x bar. Delta x bar by x means one value, second value, third, four, five, like that. So many values you will get. Delta x bar by x bar, you will get only one value. It is x bar, delta x bar. Okay.
Sir,
Write this question.
sir,
Who is that? Trishna, tell me, ma.
sir, I got the percentage error as 0.58. Is it correct?
Yes, very good. 0.58.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Done, sir. I wrote the question.
Yeah.
So I didn't write it.
Oh.
I was solving this one.
Yeah. It's okay. I will write once again. Calculate in the last question what we have calculated the 5 questions. Same 5 questions. Okay. Trishla,
Yes, sir.
did you write the question?
Yes, sir. Sir, 1.33 value is twice.
1.33 value they given twice.
Yes, sir.
Yes. No problem.
Okay,
That
okay, sir.
observations when they are taking observations like that.
Shut up.
So 3 times also it can come.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. See once 3 point this question. Can I?
Yes, sir.
See one 3.141592654. One number is like this. So pi value, when we are calculate, maybe we'll get like that pi value. So when this number, every time if you want to write this total number, it will take a lot of time, and we can miss any one of the number in that. So if they ask you round up this number to 3-digit, okay, it is the total is 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Actually 10 digits are there. If they ask you round up this number for 3-digit number, so what will you do? 3.14 1 2 3 3-digit number. Here right hand side for the 4, there is no high value. If it is 6, then if you want to round up this number, suppose it is here 6 is there, if you want to round up this number to 3 values, how much will you get?
3.5.
More than 5. If you get the value, then 4, it will become 5. It is 3. Round up this number to 4-digit number. Round up this number to 4-digit number.
3.14.
Okay. Round up this number to 5-digit number. 5-digit.
3.1416.
3.143.
16.
Right?
16.
Yes, because after 5, whatever the value is there, that value is more than 5, so we added one number. So now we are going to discuss about the significant figures. Some rules are there. Okay, rules for the determining the number of significant figures. Okay, see the rules, write the rules. You can read, and tomorrow we will discuss about the some of the problems also on the significant figures. Significant figure is defined as the figure. Significant figure. Significant figures. Significant figure is defined as figure defined as the figure for which is considered reasonably. Which is considered reasonably. So why we have to round up that? Because of the some of the reason. So reasonably we will consider that, and mostly it will give the true value only, because 0.001, it is very smaller value. So after points, whenever you are taking, that value is very small. So final value when you are getting, you will get the correct value only, maximum almost. So one number we can round up to, if they ask you 3-digit number, we can 4 digits, we can 5-digit number, we can. So but there are some rules. That rules we are going to learn now. First rule. Rules determining the number of significant figures. Very important. Rules for the determining the number of significant figures. See once. First one, all non-zero digits in a given number. They have given one number. In that number, all non-zero digits are significant without any regard to the location of decimal point. Means we no need to consider about any decimal point. If decimal point wherever it is, suppose 1.8423, how many significant figures are here?
5.
1 2 3 4 5. 1 18 2 4 5. How many are there?
5.
5. 18 to 4.5. How many significant figures are there?
5.
What is
5.
the reason? All non-zero digits are significant. The decimal point wherever it is, no problem. But all non-zero digits are significant. That is the first one. That is the first rule. 5 rules are there. See once the first rule. Are you clear about the first rule? Aditya,
Yes, sir.
did you understand the first rule?
Yes, I did.
Navika? Navika?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Second rule.
Sir, what is after point if any?
Yeah, let's see. 5 rules are there. In that 5 rules, you will get the different things. Then you will understand clearly which is significant figure, which is not. Okay. Let's see.
Yes, sir.
All non-zeros. Sorry, all zeros. All zeros occurring between two non-zero. All zeros occurring between two non-zero digits are significant. Significant without any regard to the decimal location of decimal point.
Done.
If any decimal point is there, no problem for us. See once. Example 106008. How many significant figures are here?
6.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, how many significant figures are here?
6.
Yes,
Six.
because what is that? All non-zero, all zeros occurring between. Yeah, zeros occurring between what? Between two non-zero, right? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me, how many significant figures are?
6.
Yes, 6.
6.
Are we considering about this decimal point location?
No, sir.
No.
So
No,
zeros
sir.
are present. That zeros are present between what?
2 non-zeros.
Yes, two
Two
non-zero.
non-zero numbers.
Yeah, that is the second. Remember that. That is also significant only.
So how many laws are there?
5. Today one more I will tell. After I will ask some questions. Did you understand second one?
Yes, sir.
Third one.
Yes, sir.
If the number is less than if the number is less than 1, all the zeros to the right of decimal point but to left but to the left of first non-zero digit. Clearly try to understand that if the number is less than 1, yeah, this number is less than 1, all zeros to the right decimal point. So decimal point right, but to the left of the first non-zero digit, it is non-zero left, are not significant. Now tell me how many significant figures are here?
3.
2.
How many?
3, 3, 3.
3.
Yes,
3.
3. There are 3 significant figures after decimal point or before non-zero number, non-zero digit, that all are insignificant. These are insignificant. Understand the third one?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Sir,
Trisla,
sir, I'm getting confused between the statements.
statements.
Yes, sir.
Second statement, did you understand? All zeros occurring. So zeros occurring, right? Zeros
Yeah.
occurring between what? Between non-zero. Non-zero means 1 is it is not 0. 8 it is not 0. Between these two, so many zeros are occurring, but these are significant only. If it is occur also significant only. Did you understand that one?
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Got it? All
Yeah.
zeros, yes, zeros occurring, coming. Yeah, between what? Between two non-zeros. Now tell, is it significant or non? How many significant figures are here?
So 4
4. Why? Already zeros are there. Zeros are there, but the zeros are between two
non-zero
non-zeros, right?
numbers.
Like that.
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Wherever you will keep decimal point, no problem. That is not a matter only. Understand clearly?
Okay, sir.
Now, third one, the number is less than 1. Yeah, this number is less than 1. After the decimal point or before the decimal point, whatever it may be, before the non-zero digit, whatever the values, zeros are there, that zeros are insignificant. These are insignificant. How many significant? Only 3. Here also 0 is there, but this 0 is present between two non-zero digits. Clean?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, slowly.
Yes, sir.
Little bit. 2 more are there. That's all. No problem. You can understand clearly.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, ma. What is the first one?
All non-zero
All
digits in
non
an
Non-zero
array.
non-zero
All
significant.
digits
non-zeros are
in a
significant only. That we know. Wherever point, decimal point you have to place that. But even the significant only. What is the second one? All
All
zeros.
zero
all
All
zeros
occurring
zeros
between two
occurring
occurring
numbers
between
zero
two
between
and
two
non-zero
significant
digits are
without
significant without
reg-
any regard to the location of decimal point, if
Decimal
any.
point. Wherever you want to keep decimal point, keep that. But
Hmm.
zero should present between two non-zero digits, right?
Yes, sir.
Third one, if number is less than 1,
Yes, sir.
okay, yes, number is less than 1 and this is less than 1, decimal point right or decimal point left, whatever it may be, if there are zeros, then the zeros are insignificant before the non-zero digit. It is the non-zero digit. Before that, how many zeros are there? These all are insignificant. So here significant only 3.
Sir,
Trista, tell me, ma.
sir, how will the questions be asked based on these rules?
Yeah. See, we will solve nearly 10 questions. You can understand clearly. Okay. 10-20 questions I will solve.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Still rules are there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. One more. Fourth one. All zeros. Zeros. To the right. Now, not left. To the right. All zeros to the right of the decimal point. To the right of the decimal point. To the right of the decimal point are significant are significant if they are, if condition, if they are not followed by non-zero digit. Right, that just write. How many members of you did you understand that line?
I understood.
Srinidhi.
Somewhat.
Srinidhi, tell me, what is that? What did you understand?
Sir, even I understood.
So suppose if it is like 1.35 something, then the zero in that number is not valid.
Right.
It's insignificant.
Now tell
But
me,
if it
how
is
many
like 0.
significant figures are here?
2.
Again, one more. Anybody? Trishla,
Yes, sir.
how many significant figures are here?
1.
What they told, all zeros to the right of the decimal point. Yes, after decimal point, zeros are there, right? Are significant. These are also significant only. If they are not followed by non-zero, they are not following any non-zero digit. Here there is no any non-zero digit, right? 1 point, it is not there, right? So it is not
Yes,
following
sir.
any non-zero digit.
Sir,
After now tell me,
I think there are 4.
Bhanupriya, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
there are
sir.
4. There are 4 because all zeros to the right to the decimal point are significant. These are significant for how many zeros you will keep. That all are significant only because if they are not followed by any non-zero digit, there is no any non-zero digit. These numbers are not following after decimal point. It is not following with 1. It is these 2 zeros are not following with 2. These 2 zeros are not following with 3. Right? After decimal point, zeros are not following with the non-zero digit. Understand clearly? Suppose tell me, this is, how many decimal points are here? How many significant figures are there?
So 2.
2.
What is
No.
the first rule?
5.
Sir,
Second
there are
rule?
5. There are 5.
5.
There are 5. That is
5.
the second rule. The zeros which are present between
5.
two non-zero digits are significant. So now how many significant figures are there?
4.
4.
4, right? Now tell me how many significant figures are there?
5.
Again 5. Because
3.
after the decimal
Yes, sir.
point, it is
So
starting
5.
with. See, was the fourth rule. Read clearly. Now the 2 zeros are following with what?
Non-zero digit.
Yes, following with non-zero digits. So when these are not following with non-zero digits, these are not significant, right?
Sir,
Because
there are 3.
There are 3. 3.
yes, there are 3.
3.
Very good, very good. Are you understanding clearly? So you have to
Yes,
read
sir.
that rules very carefully.
Actually, I have a doubt in the first example which you gave for this
Ah,
fourth rule. If it is 30.00,
1 minute. 30.00.
so after the decimal there will be n number of zeros, right?
Any?
Yeah. So never after the zeros there will be a non-zero number.
Non-zero.
Yes, sir. And in the second rule, all the zeros are significant if they are between two non-zero numbers. So
If they didn't say if, right? In the second they told all zeros occurring between two non-zero digits are significant only. They didn't give any if condition. Condition is not
Okay.
there.
Okay, so but here these zeros are not between two non-zero numbers, so it
But
won't.
even though fourth rule, according to fourth rule, after decimal point, if these zeros are not following with any number, any non-zero digit, then these are significant only. Now
Okay.
these zeros are not following with any non-zero digit. If it is following like this, then these are not.
Okay, sir.
Because after decimal point, it is started with one non-zero digit. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understand clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So prepare nicely. 4 rules over. Fifth rule also is there. Fifth and sixth also it is there. Let's see.
Sir, even sixth.
Yes, 6 rules are there.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Okay, tell me what is the error? What is error? Anybody? What is the formula?
Measured value minus observed value.
It is the difference between the original value and the measured
Yes,
value.
true value and measured value. Okay. How many types of errors are there?
Two types.
Two.
One is
That is
Systematic.
Random error,
random.
systematic error.
yes. What is random error?
Error is the error which occurs according
Not
due
known.
to unknown reasons.
Yes, we don't know
Unknown
cause.
reason.
Can we rectify
Cause is
that?
unknown.
Can
Yes,
be
sir, we
reduced.
can.
No, but they can be reduced.
We can't rectify.
But it can
We
be
can
solved.
reduce, not
So if
rectify
you
it
want to reduce,
completely.
what you have to do?
We
Tanya?
have to find the mean value.
Yes, we have to find the mean value. Right?
Yes, sir.
Systematic errors, how many types?
Three.
Three
One
types.
is
Instrumental, personal, natural.
Personal and natural.
what is absolute error? Formula absolute error.
The
Mean
delta
error minus measured value.
Yes, mean value minus measured value.
measured value.
Or
Observed
observed
value.
value. Yes, observed value, right? Mean absolute error.
The mean of the
The mean of
absolute errors.
yes, the mean of absolute errors. Very good. So remember that. Okay, within one class we will complete this lesson clearly, and so many examples. Next class I will ask you so many questions on this. Only 2 rules are there. I will explain the 2 rules. After I will give you the number of questions, then you can understand how to identify that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, ma. See you in the next class.
Thank
Have a
you,
nice
sir.
day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So in the previous class,
Thank
you
you,
asked
sir.
a question that like we throw a ball and then we remove the force at one point of time, and then what will happen to the ball?
Yeah. I will. Next class we will discuss.
No, sir. Actually, I think I got the answer to it.
Tell me.
Sir, we all know the Newton's first law of motion.
Yes.
So it says that if a body is at rest, it will be at rest. And
Very
if
good. You got answer now.
it will be in motion in a uniform motion in a
Yes.
straight line,
Very
until unless compelled by any external force.
very good, ma.
So, sir, like when we are throwing a ball, at the point of time when you are removing all the force, so all the external force are removed.
Yes.
There's a force applied in the ball.
Yes.
So it moves in a uniform motion and in a straight line.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Tanya, I can't hear you. Tell me, Tanya.
Sir, by mistake it happened.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma. See you in the next class.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Rajashri,
sir?
good. Very good.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.